Hey everyone! Welcome to English for Everything, the place where you can learn English in a simple and natural way.
Hey Sarah, welcome back everyone. Today we have a really exciting topic.
Yes, and honestly, John, this one is my favorite so far. We're talking about dinosaurs and how life on Earth completely changed after they disappeared.
Exactly. And we're also going to talk about how humans, us, eventually took over the planet.
Right. But before we start, a quick note for our English learners. We'll be using everyday words and phrases, so don't worry if you're not advanced yet. We explain everything as we go.
Perfect. Okay Sarah, let's go back in time, like way back.
So, John, let's start from the beginning. What exactly were dinosaurs?
Great question. Dinosaurs were enormous reptiles. That means they were cold-blooded animals like lizards and snakes today, but much, much bigger.
And they didn't just live in one place, right? They were everywhere.
Exactly. Dinosaurs lived on every continent, including Antarctica. They ruled the Earth for about 165 million years.
Wow, 165 million years. And just to give our listeners some perspective, humans have only been around for about 300,000 years.
Yeah, dinosaurs were incredibly successful creatures. There were plant eaters like the huge Brachiosaurus and meat eaters like the famous T-Rex.
And T-Rex is probably the most well-known dinosaur. A useful English phrase here, well-known means famous or something many people know about.
So let's now talk about what happened to them. This is the big question. Why did they disappear?
Okay, so about 66 million years ago, something catastrophic happened. Catastrophic is a strong adjective. It means extremely bad or disastrous.
And what happened, Sarah, was that a massive asteroid hit the Earth.
An asteroid, that's a large rock from space. Scientists discovered a huge crater in Mexico called the Chicxulub crater, and they believe that's where it hit.
And the impact, that means the moment it hit, caused enormous damage. First, there were massive fires everywhere.
Then, all the smoke and dust from the impact blocked the sunlight. Imagine, no sunlight for months, maybe years.
Without sunlight, plants started dying, and when plants die, the animals that eat plants start dying too.
And then the meat eaters, the predators, had nothing left to eat either. The whole food chain collapsed.
Food chain is an important phrase. It describes how living things depend on each other for food. Plants to plant eaters to meat eaters. When one part breaks, everything falls apart.
And this event is called a mass extinction. Mass here means a very large number. So a mass extinction is when a huge number of species die in a short period of time.
Scientists estimate that around 75% of all life on Earth was wiped out. Wiped out is a phrasal verb meaning completely destroyed or eliminated.
English has so many great phrasal verbs, doesn't it?
It really does. So, the dinosaurs were gone, but life didn't just stop there.
So, John, if 75% of life was destroyed, what survived?
That's the fascinating part. Small creatures survived, especially small mammals. Mammals are warm-blooded animals that feed their babies milk. We are mammals, by the way.
Right, and these small mammals had some advantages. First, they could hide underground. Second, they needed less food to survive.
Also, and this is really interesting, some small feathered dinosaurs actually survived. And over millions of years, they evolved into what we know today as birds.
So, technically, birds are living dinosaurs.
Exactly. Next time you see a chicken, You're looking at a distant cousin of the T-Rex.
Distant cousin. That's a great expression. It means something or someone who is related, but not closely.
And those small surviving mammals, they started to thrive. Thrive means to grow and do well. With the dinosaurs gone, there was more space, more food, and more opportunity.
That means jump ahead in time. About 60 million years.
By this point, mammals had diversified enormously. Diversified means developed into many different types. You had big mammals, small mammals, ocean mammals like whales, flying mammals like bats.
And eventually, around 7 million years ago, the first early human ancestors appeared in Africa.
These weren't quite like us yet. They walked on two legs. That's called being bipedal, but their brains were much smaller.
Over millions of years, the human brain grew bigger and bigger. And a bigger brain meant better problem solving, better communication, and eventually, language.
Language is what really set humans apart. Set apart means made different or special compared to others. With language, humans could share knowledge, make plans, and work together as a group.
And around 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, that's our species, appeared. Species means a group of living things that can reproduce together.
And within a relatively short time, in Earth terms, humans spread across the entire planet.
We are quite adventurous, aren't we?
We are. Humans crossed oceans, climbed mountains, and survived ice ages.
So how exactly did humans come to dominate the Earth? Dominate means to have power or control over something.
Well, a few key things happened. First, tools. Humans began making tools from stone, then metal. Tools meant we could hunt more effectively, build shelter, and grow food.
And about 10,000 years ago, humans discovered agriculture. That means farming. Instead of moving around to find food, people could now grow it in one place.
This was a turning point. A turning point is a moment when everything changes. Agriculture allowed human populations to grow much larger.
With more people, humans built villages, then towns, then cities. And with cities came trade, education, science, and technology.
And unlike other animals, humans passed knowledge from one generation to the next. Generation means the people born and living at around the same time, like your parents' generation or your generation.
So every generation started where the last one left off and built on top of it. That's how we went from stone tools to smartphones in a relatively short time.
When you put it that way, it really is incredible.
It is. And today, humans have changed the entire planet. We've cut down forests, built roads everywhere, and our activities are even affecting the climate.
Which is something we have a responsibility to think about, right? We took over the Earth, but with that comes responsibility.
Responsibility, meaning a duty to take care of something. A very important word.
Okay, let's quickly recap some of the key vocabulary from today. Recap means review or go over again.
First, catastrophic. Extremely bad or disastrous. The asteroid impact was catastrophic.
Second, wiped out. A phrasal verb meaning completely destroyed. The dinosaurs were wiped out.
Third, thrive. To grow and do very well. After the extinction, small mammals began to thrive.
Fourth, set apart. To make different or unique. Language is what set humans apart from other animals.
And fifth, turning point. A moment when everything changes. Agriculture was a turning point for humanity.
Great words to add to your vocabulary. Try using one of them today.
So, to wrap up, dinosaurs ruled the Earth for 165 million years, but a massive asteroid caused a mass extinction that wiped most of them out.
Small mammals survived, adapted, and eventually, after millions of years, One species took over, Homo sapiens, us.
And what made us different was our brain, our language, our tools, and our ability to learn from each other across generations.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow.
And if you're learning English, drop a comment below and tell us, what was the most interesting fact you learned today?
We love reading your comments. See you in the next one.
Bye for now.